METASCIENCE, who say it with the high priest. Day in London, different blessings to all my spiritual warriors across the world, especially my spiritual warriors in Nigeria, Delta State, River State, and Lagos. And before we begin, we first must give thanks and praises to Amun Ray, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, the Elohim, Tahuti, Melchizedek, Al-Qadir, Marduk, Usa, Uset, Heru, Anu, Enki, Ptah, Ma'at, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to METASCIENCE, to the ancestors, and to the Most High. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. La ilaha illallah. Greetings, my spiritual warriors, my METASCIENCE soldiers. This is the High Priest, Grand Hierophant of METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun. You're done, no? METASCIENCE. And welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also in 4K Vision on YouTube Live. You're done, no? METASCIENCE. Now, if you want to see the High Priest Amun live in OmegaFMRadio.co.uk studio in 4K Vision, in the physical, 3D, virtual, all you have to do is go on YouTube, type in the YouTube search engine, Amun L, which is spelled Amun space L, which is Amun as in A for Africa, M for magnificent, U for upliftment, N for Nubian, space L, which is spelled E for El Elyon and L for love. And you click on the search icon so that you can see the search results in the search engine, the YouTube search engine, and you will see the High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel. And to identify the High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel, you will see the High Priest Amun L in a picture pointing at you in his khaki suit, in his militant attire. He's a militant khaki suit. Also, you can subscribe to the High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel by clicking the red button and also clicking on the bell icon so that you can be notified when the High Priest Amun L is going live or when there is new content dropping, because we have a new project coming out that should be coming out, inshallah, in Jesus' name, Jah willing, God willing, next week, no later than Friday next week. The aim next week is to have a press conference or press release on 7 days from now, i.e. the 24th of February, which is the Wednesday. We're going to have a press release. Hopefully, the METASCIENCE disciples and the METASCIENCE soldiers can come through as well, or can be called via phone call to, again, bring offering and clarification of this new project, which is fire. However, the High Priest Amun L will want to play this new project because the High Priest Amun L has received constructive criticism, not only from his parents, but also from other people, but mostly his parents have criticized this project, saying, i.e., this project is not spiritual enough, that the music doesn't complement the lyrics, or the vocals are not on point. Now, the High Priest Amun L has got mixed reviews, and However, we've got a deadline because the situation we are in is coming to an end, and the tune is not going to be relevant anymore if the High Priest Amun El delays this project. So I don't think we can play it because it's not been, what is it? It's not been mastered. So you're not going to hear it properly. It's going to sound all tinny and like there's no bass, and it's just not gonna sound good, the clarity of it. And we want all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses to hear it with the right sound and not have a mishearing of the tune or of the meta-science tones. So you know what? We just have to wait until next week to release the track. And when it gets mastered at Abbey Road Studios, then the High Priest Amun El can play the track so that you can listen and see what it's saying. You're done, no? Metascience? Now, before we get into the main event, all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses know what time it is. Now, someone is calling, and you're going live on OmegaFMradio.co.uk. You're done, man. With the science. Greetings, caller. You are live on OmegaFMradio.co.uk. Pardon?
Can you play a snippet of the track?
Okay. I'll play you a snippet, okay? Just for you.
We're talking about the sort of audience, next week is a long time to wait just to hear the track. We've been talking about it for a while. Everybody's anticipating the track eagerly. So just a little bit, maybe like half a minute of it, just to give them a little taste.
Okay. All right. I'll play it. Don't worry, but I'm only going to play like maybe 30 seconds of it. I want you, and I need a comment. I need you to comment on in terms of the vocals, what I'm going to play.
I'll tell the line. Play. I'll tell the line.
Okay. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Because it is on my USB and I've gone live and I don't see any other plug. I think the best way I can do it is I'll do it via the WhatsApp. So I'll put you on the other line. Yeah, hopefully you're still there, King Ade. So now I've plugged in the laptop and we'll go to my man's. Okay, we're here. Yep. We're just waiting for it to load. Okay, it's loaded. All right, let's see. Can you now? This is the most important part. If you can hear the music, let's go. Let me see. Come again. METASCIENCE. Let me see. Come again. METASCIENCE. This is the High Priest, Grand High of METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun El. Let's go. 19 biological weapons. We not gonna stop. Receive them other God's blessings. Things are not gonna be the same. Big brother, not you want to blame. Government them tell us to social distance like we as a united. 19 don't kill more than crowd. NWO day, happy and delighted. Fearing our false evidence of real. Conspiracy theories and mainstream media then take control. By your spirit they feel. Let me see, come again, METASCIENCE. Let me see, come again, METASCIENCE. Let me see, come again, METASCIENCE. Say it with the High Priest. Let me see, come again, METASCIENCE. Yeah, now that's it. You're not getting any more. Okay, go on, King.
It's one of them tracks that will grow on you the more you listen to it. Okay? and it's not been mastered as of yet. And you're doing around you trained a bit of singing as well, which you haven't kind of previous. You've always had other people sing, books and stuff like that. So I think it's pretty much in line with your exact how people start work of those. Okay, all right, you know. You take that thing so.
Pardon, what would it do, King?
I think it's to get used to. It's one of those tracks that the more you listen to it, the more it sort of you get used to it. It grows in you.
Yeah. Absolutely, King. And like, wise, it's not even mastered, so it's not really. You're not hearing it.
I thought you had people singing. Is there no female singers on this?
There is, but that's what we're saying. You can't hear it properly because it's not been mastered. Yeah. But the tune is powerful. There's two parts to the tune. I mean, if you heard anybody that heard the tune can give me feedback in terms of the vocals if it needs to be more tighter, because technically this is the final mix down so that it can be mastered at Abbey Road Studios. But I don't want to master something and then it's like, oh, it doesn't really sound right, and then it's like I have to go back to the mix and then go back to remastering it. That's so long.
I think, the immediate catchiness of that, I think I understand your terms comes as well, because it's not a tune that you can just get up and dance to like COVID-19 track or the one that needs the IT Brothers sample on it. So it shows creativity, it shows diversity as far as your talent stuff concerned, so you can sing as well as rap. So it's all right. I think, it's one of those that will grow you.
Yeah, absolutely, King. Because when I listened to it, like when I got home and listened to it, it just sounded different in compared to studio. But now when I'm to it, I'm just like I listen to it constantly, and my ears have adapted to the frequency because again, it's different.
There's a bit of an Eastern influence in it. There's a bit of a Gothic influence in it as well. So one thing on an album, if you were to put that on an album, you wouldn't part of space with the previous project because that also had that kind of a feel as what was a lot faster.
Yeah, exactly. But I've only shown you one part of it, King. There's two parts to this track. Like there's another part like where it's, it changes. There's a rapping part of it. But that's next week when it's released and that. And plus there's Scratch Professor's retwist as well, the Honorable Scratch Professor's retwist that's coming.
I think I'm looking forward to that as well. But hearing that, I don't think something is going to take his good, but I think it's going to like what it feels wisdom from this book is going to try and sort of inject that into his retwist. So it's interesting to listen to what he comes up with.
Yes, King.
All right, guys. Nice one.
Yeah, thank you so much, King. Take care. Peace. And that was King Ade calling in. Well done. Give thanks to you, King, for your offering and your support. Yeah, the original King Ade or OG Ade also helping out. Again, High Priest Amun, I want to send a shout out to Queen Khalia for her support and also being part of the new project with the Nabingi drum. You'll hear it as soon as the track is mastered. You'll hear her offering and her divine energy on the music in terms of the singing and the Nabingi drum. Now we know what time it is. It's prayer time. Psalms 91. Let's go. Today is an action-packed episode of the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship. Sure. Now I think someone's calling. The Honorable Scratch Professor. Yes, King.
Yes, I have good afternoon.
No, it sounds good, yeah, on the radio, yeah.
Yeah. So like when I got to say about one thing, I think the track part
With 8 bars left, I don't know, I think it's a bit too long, personally. I think it should be at least 2 bars or 4 bars. You know, the chunks of that.
What you mean, the intro?
You know, like in the verse, the drums drop out for 8 bars, and then as soon as the drums come up, it's the chorus. It's too long for me, personally. I've been listening now. I think it should only be a 2 bar drop out. The beat drops back in when the chorus comes back in. I think it needs to drop in before. That's just my personal opinion. But otherwise, yeah. Because big enough to add there as well. He's continuing that he knows what he's talking about. And yeah, it sounds good. I can just vibe what he's saying. Yeah, it creates a vibe, man. Yeah, man.
No, thanks, King. I mean, you see, with your version, your retwist, you know, you could do all of that. You get me? I've given you everything in terms of the stems and stuff like that. Maybe I give you the extra ones if you need that, the wet ones or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you know, like it's a money thing at the end of the day. This thing ain't cheap, you know. Making music is not cheap. You know this already, innit?
Yes, but as well as what how expensive that cheap as well. It's expensive as well.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'll put it a different way, King. Yeah, I'm on a budget.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, King. All right, King. Yeah, one. Peace, bless. Yes, sir. Yes. Now that was the Honorable Scratch Professor giving offering and you know, giving more energy to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show. Give thanks to you, King. You can catch the Scratch Professor on Fridays from 2 till 6. Yeah, every week, Friday, with his strong, divine, godly energy. We're going to talk about in terms of the radio today, but again, can we at least get one prayer done before the news, which is Psalms 91? Because remember, the prayer is very strong and we want to heal ourselves. And this is the time of Lent now. Today is Ash Wednesday. We have to start being on our holy vibration or more holy vibration. Step it up. We can't be stagnant. We need to be praying every single day, at least once a day, or twice a day, depending on the level you're on. But anyway, we're going to do Psalms 91, that is coming from the Bible, or Telehim 91, that's coming from Tanakh. The High Priest Amun will give all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses a few moments to grab your Bible or grab your Tanakh for the Hebrew Israelites to turn onto Psalms 91 or Telehim 91 in the Tanakh. You're done, no? METASCIENCE? And welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show. This is the High Priest, Grand Hierophant of METASCIENCE Ministries, Amun. You're done, no? METASCIENCE? Now, let's begin Psalms 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of El Elyon, i.e. the Most High, shall abide under the shadow of El Shaddai, i.e. the Almighty. I will say of Atunre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. He is my refuge and my fortress, my Atunre, my Amun-Re, my El Elyon, my El Shaddai, my Yahweh, my Adonai, my Elohim. In him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome of pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, for the arrow that fleeth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because he has made Atunre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, which is my refuge, even El Elyon, i.e. the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come near thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels overcharge thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion, and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet, because he has set his love upon me. Can't finish it.
104.1 FM. News and views around your community.
There you have it. We're gonna finish the prayer, but we're gonna restart the prayer.
Rapid coronavirus tests are going to be sent to homes and workplaces as lockdown is lifted. The nationwide surge approach is said to be under consideration by the Prime Minister to help reopen the economy. As many as 400,000 could be carried out every day. Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab says lateral flow kits will help us come down on COVID like a ton of bricks.
Hello.
Previously, in places like Liverpool and other areas.
I hope you're enjoying the show.
The value.
We're currently at the news.
Of testing done at scale.
If you want to ask the High Priest Amun any question, you can ask the High Priest Amun any question. Today's topic is LENT.
The head of NHS providers, which represents health trusts in England, has urged the Prime Minister to be cautious with
It's LENT for the
England's
Ash
Children's
Wednesday
Commissioner
special.
says vulnerable young people must be centre stage of government plans to build back better after the pandemic. In her final speech after 6 years in the job, Anne Longfield's expected to call on ministers to shift their focus.
Okay.
UK inflation rates rose slightly last month from 0.6% to 0.7%. The Office for National Statistics said it came off the back of higher prices for food and household items. In football, Jurgen Klopp says Liverpool proved their doubters wrong by winning the first leg of the Champions League last 16 tie. They beat RB Leipzig 2-0. Klopp says he understands why, before the game, some saw them as the underdogs.
Liverpool, in the situation we are, we play against Leipzig, the chances that we win the game dropped pretty much minute by minute in the perception, and that's completely fine. I would probably have said the same if I'm not that close to the team, but the boys reacted in a really good way, and I'm really happy about that.
And Vernon Kay is going to be hosting a new talent show on ITV. Game of Talents will see contestants try to uncover the secret skills of the...
Amiga, you're the thinking people station.
The Major does not support or condone any conspiracy theories regarding any aspects of COVID. The Major management team discourages all such views on the station. Any comments made by the presenters, DJs, guests, audio presentations, or callers represents the personal views of the speakers and in no way mirror or reflect or are endorsed by the Omega management team.
Hashtag happy. Happy. We care family, them happy. You understand? Your family insurance, your life insurance, your business insurance, you understand? Make sure you get in touch with Tash. This is Weekend Family, the big people, you understand? Yo, hashtag happy. All from the eyes, all from the scrappy. It's a lot of money, dog. Hashtag happy. Weekend Family with hashtag happy. Get your life insurance. Make you happy, your family insurance. Make you happy, your business insurance. Make you well happy. Click flash and mention hashtag after that, yo. Simply call Tash on 0737-815-2808. Yeah, that's Weekend Family, the big insurance company. Make sure you don't get there, cover yourself, cover your
So
family.
yeah, is there any questions you want to ask the high priest on the YouTube live? Can you even hear that high priest on
Greetings,
That's the
all.
question.
Welcome to Diana's Little Geniuses School. My name is Diana, and I am a qualified teacher. Does your child need boost in their educational development? Are you seeking an enthusiastic and dedicated homeschooling tutor? Does your child need one-to-one tuition? Would you like your child to be verbally confident? Is your child between 5 to 11 years? Well, now is the time to contact Diana's Little Geniuses on 07541341633. Email me on dianadaya@gmail.com. Developing your child's mind and soul is the key to their future success. Don't hesitate, call now.
Crystal Cookie, a Caribbean experience you'll never forget. He's warm, courteous, and provides a service at high standards. Crystal Cookie, Caribbean catering provides for weddings, christenings, funerals, invites, and statues. We also do small parties. We provide a home romantic meal for two with a restaurant feeling in your own home. Contact Crystal Cookie on 07415 432 486. That's 07415 432 486. Let's make it a date. Don't wait.
Levels HQ Unisex Salon is one of the best in Northwest London, providing excellent service for all hair types and all ages. Our services include haircuts, hair treatment, happens in new designs. For our ladies, we also have the elite hair by review to slay your hair, whether natural or weave. From hair treatment, braids, sew-ins, wig installs, hand washing, ponytails, and weaves. You can also purchase high-quality hair bundles, frontals, closures, and wigs. For more information or to make a booking, you can call 0208 963 1937 or 07500 433 708 or follow us on Instagram at Levels HQ Unisex. You can also pop in to see us at 40 Park Parade, Carlton, NW10, or JQ. Levels HQ.
They tell me that 10% of road accidents are caused by drunken drivers. So why don't the other 90 of you get off the road and let me drive?
No, but you get me. Like, I want to know what's going on in it. I asked my mum and dad. They're saying they don't like it.
Laugh about it. But as a driver, it's not just your life that's at stake. Don't drink and drive.
Hey, I'm trying to get through to you. Do you know how annoying it is to phone your telephone love, friends, or business associates, and your mobile is giving problems? Do you know how long it takes major network companies to repair your mobile? Well, don't worry. There's a way to get through. Repair all major brands, software updates, battery
That's why you're motivating me, babes. You get me?
refurbishment, technical support, 15 to 45-minute repairs in most cases. Nokia and Samsung Care Repair, located at 8 Glengall Road, Hilbert, London, NW6 7EP, 1 block away from McDonald's. Telephone number 0207 625 6884.
Blue Mountain Peak caters for all your festival holiday needs. We have all your favorite Afro-Caribbean products. We also carry pure flow seasonings, ackee, callaloo, mackerel, smoked ham, rice, fresh Afro-Caribbean bread, valentine, and much more. All on special offer. Blue Mountain is in the heart of housing. 2
All right.
Grayson Park Road.
My mom trying to call me, you know.
NW10 4AB.
Yeah.
Telephone
I love you guys.
965-3859. And our website is www.bluemountainpeak.com. Blue Mountain Peak.
Weekend Family Services, providing you with long-term life planning solutions, helping you to plan, prepare, and protect your family, providing you with a range of services, including life insurance, mentally one for your loved ones and children, income protection, that provides you with a monthly income should you fall sick,
So who were we talking to yesterday?
Critical illness cover, providing you with a lump sum of cash should you suffer from a heart attack, stroke, or cancer. We also provide a range of services, including mortgages, pensions, and business solutions, helping you to protect your finances, your home, and your lifestyle. Contact your local representative, Natasha, on 07378
Is that what?
152 808 or email info@wecarefamilyservices.com.
You sounded like Father. That was the first thing we said.
And learn how you can protect your family from as little as £4 per month. We Care Family Services. Plan, prepare, and protect your family.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Master Jerk, we have curry mustard, oxtail, brown stew fish, roti filling, breakfast menu, porridge, cornmeal, banana, dry dumplings, drinks, homemade, Irish sauce, sorrel, pineapple punch, soups, red peas soup, mutton soup, chips. Opening hours 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Minimum order £15. Local delivery address 150 Church Road, Wilson, NW10 9NH, opposite Church Road Market. Telephone 0203 632 2572. We are friendly and we cook with love. Master Jerk Chicken. We are the masters.
20 years ago, I helped create a gang called the Crips. Today, I'm speaking to you from death row. I never imagined that the Crip gang would spread throughout California, throughout the nation, throughout the world. And I deeply regret the legacy that it left, because it left a legacy of genocide, black on black genocide.
All right.
And I apologize for my part in it, but I am deeply encouraged to see you here today. That lets me know that I'm not alone.
Why don't you just call the church?
And seeing it for what it is. And no one can have a better influence on gang violence or gang culture than gang members themselves. And therefore best positioned to reverse this course of violence. We must do work. We must get out there and we must forge peace. We must
I'm gonna call them later on.
one another. We must stop all of this madness, because at the end of the day, we have only ourselves to blame. We must have a do or die attitude, as we were as street warriors, to rebuild our culture and to create a new lasting legacy of peace.
This is the high priest, Grand High Priest, METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun, you don't know about the tear this track.
Man.
I'm going in. Let's go. I'm fucking 6 boys, and I don't need no crap. Bring a high priest over, wrong release my mutual. And I'm always strapped and ready to shoot without hesitating. Because I provide life on the rhythm by my heart, keeps on pulsating. I'm the realest of you.
High Priest live in the studio, getting ready to get back into the live session. OmegaFMradio.co.uk. Look, we're on 4K vision right now. So yeah, it's all right now. Ash Wednesday. Remember, this tune is on all streaming platforms, Slugs of War. Make sure you listen to it and watch the Slugs of War movie. METASCIENCE? You don't know METASCIENCE?
I had a conversation with Satan, and I told him my soul's not for sale. Come here, I need to focus on my connection card. It's like you're watching the straight through saying, I'm separating the shit. Yo, stop this with the switch. Supposed to be on this track. Yeah, this one goes out to you. The only resolution is a revolution. I'm not saying soldiers locked up in jail. Into institution, get ready to find a new world order. That's the only solution. I hate these AR-15, ready for seamless execution. I hate these one out, from known as the midsection. You're more dangerous than you have an eye cholesterol. I'm not saying soldiers, I'm Muslim limits. And I got stuff from you extraterrestrial. We're all just shooting up like carrying the same way. The government's trying to kill us in this quarantine. Are you ready for the vaccine? I hate someone else. You get real fake. You can't for the hidden agenda in the record.
Also, you have to understand that if you want to support the High Priest Amun L and keep releasing music, support the High Priest Amun L by buying the hard copy for only £10. The Conscious Tape or Slugs of War. METASCIENCE.
The high priest can heal you, but also give you deadly heart attack. The early bird catches the worm. The high priest catches early on the big way out. Don't better be in the hair. Starts to serve breakfast for all you large traders who try to install the lunch of the infiltrator. The high priest armed with sword of righteousness for spiritual warfare and assault rifle twisted. Don't fight fair. Stop and search cannot occur. 12 no, but the high priest is not legit, but intimidated by a stare. Forget the day right, the high priest give thanks and praises to the Elohim through meditation prayer. And the house decided to politics, telling lies and form of rhetoric. We feel to participate in their politics. And the troglodytes made the problem they cannot fix. Sometimes they make the earth to live in hell. The high priest must admit, and it's too late for you to step down from having world power and quit. Because the high priest already spoke with authority on his hit list. Better believe this. The high priest someone else on a mission to destroy the new city. Sodom and Gomorrah. The high priest someone else also worth that more. So still overwhelmed by his horror. Some did it with the flame. Bring a fatal people is a life that can't be the Hebrew written in the Holy Torah. Now, if I was originally featured on this track, let's go to war. This time from the game, but it's affiliated yourself with the high priest because he fights the PowerPoint roadblock. It's not to war. It's time to go. Be your soul. Rest in peace. It's time for your dirt now.
And welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show. This is the High Priest, Grand Hierophant of METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun L. You're done, no? METASCIENCE? Now, before the news, we said we were doing the prayer, Psalms 91, but we have to reload that prayer again. Because one of the METASCIENCE disciples said that High Priest Amun L did the prayer too fast. And two, we didn't get to finish it. So we're going to restart that prayer again. You're done, no? METASCIENCE? So let's begin again the prayer. Psalms 91 or Tehillim 91. He that dwelleth in the secret place of El Elyon, i.e. the Most High, shall abide under the shadow of El Shaddai, i.e. the Almighty. I will say of Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. He is my refuge and my fortress, my Atunre, my Amunre, my El Elyon, my El Shaddai, my Yahweh, my Adonai, my Elohim. In him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome of pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in the darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, which is my refuge, even El Elyon, i.e. the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come near thy dwelling. METASCIENCE. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion, and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet. Because he has set his love upon me, therefore will I deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. METASCIENCE. That's the first prayer done. Psalms 91. The high priest Amun L hopes you felt that prayer in your soul, in your spirit, in your bones, in your heart. And for those that participated with the prayer, well done to you. Because again, you're putting on your spiritual armor and your sword of righteousness, or armed with the sword of righteousness, so no evil and wickedness can destroy your path to the Most High or your connection with the Most High. You're done, no? METASCIENCE. So the next prayer we are going to do is Psalm 71 or Telehim 71 in the Tanakh, Psalm 71 in the Bible. The high priest Amun will give all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses a brief intermission so that you can turn to the right page in the Tanakh or in the Bible. You're done, no? METASCIENCE. And welcome back to the MetaScience Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of MetaScience Ministries. Amun. You're done, no? METASCIENCE. Now, the High Priest Amun hopes all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses have turned to the correct page, which is Psalm 71 in the Bible, or Telehim 71 in the Tanakh. And let us begin the prayer. In thee, Atunre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, do I put my trust. Let me never be put to confusion. Deliver me in thy righteousness, and cause me to escape. Incline thine ear unto me, and save me. Be thou my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. Thou hast given commandment to save me, for thou art my rock and my fortress. Deliver me, my Atunre, my Amun-Re, my El Elyon, my El Shaddai, my Yahweh, my Adonai, my Elohim, out of the hand of the wicked, out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man. For thou art my hope, O Atunre, O Amun-Re, O El Elyon, O El Shaddai, O Yahweh, O Adonai, O Elohim. Thou art my trust from my youth. By thee have I been holden up from the womb. Thou art he that took me out of my mother's bowels. My praise shall be continually of thee. I am as a wonder unto many, but thou art my strong refuge. Let my mouth be filled with thy praise and with thy honor all the day. Cast me not off in the time of old age. Forsake me not when my strength faileth. For mine enemies speak against me, and they that lay wait for my soul take counsel together, saying, Atunre, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim have forsaken him. Persecute and take him, for there is none to deliver him. O Atunre, O Amun-Re, O El Elyon, O El Shaddai, O Yahweh, O Adonai, O Elohim, be not far from me. O my Atunre, O my Amun-Re, O my El Elyon, O my El Shaddai, O my Yahweh, O my Adonai, O my Elohim. make haste for my help. Let them be confounded and consumed that are adversaries to my soul. Let them be covered with the reproach and dishonor that seek my hurt. But I will hope continually and will yet praise thee more and more. My mouth shall show forth thy righteousness and thy salvation all the day, for I know not the numbers thereof. I will go in the strength of Atum-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. I will make mention of thy righteousness, even of thine only. O Atum-Re, O Atum-Re, O Amun-Re, O El Elyon, O El Shaddai, O Yahweh, O Adonai, O Elohim, has taught me from my youth, and hitherto have I declared thy wondrous works. Now also, when I am old and grey-headed, O Atum-Re, O Atum-Re, O Amun-Re, O El Elyon, O El Shaddai, O Yahweh, O Adonai, O Elohim, forsake me not until I have showed thy strength unto this generation, and thy power to everyone that is to come, thy righteousness also. O Atum-Re, O Atum-Re, O Amun-Re, O El Elyon, O El Shaddai, O Yahweh, O Adonai, O Elohim is very high, who has done great things. O Atum-Re, O Atum-Re, O Amun-Re, O El Elyon, O El Shaddai, O Yahweh, O Adonai, O Elohim, who is like unto thee. Thou which hast showed me great and sore troubles, shall quicken me again, and shall bring me up again from the depths of the earth. Thou shalt increase my greatness and comfort me on every side. I will also praise thee with the psaltery, even thy truth. O my Atum-Re, O my Atum-Re, O my Amun-Re, O my El Elyon, O my El Shaddai, O my Yahweh, O my Adonai, O my Elohim. Unto thee will I sing with the harp, O thou Holy One of Israel. METASCIENCE. I will also praise, my lips shall greatly rejoice when I sing unto thee, and my soul which thou hast redeemed. My tongue also shall talk of thy righteousness all the day long, for they are confounded, for they are brought unto shame that seek my hurt. METASCIENCE. Now the high priest Amun hopes you felt Psalm 71 prayer in your spirit, in your soul, in your bones, in your heart, coming from your radio speakers. And those that participated in this prayer, give thanks and praises to you for connecting with your higher self, i.e. the Holy Spirit or the omnipotent force. And you are protected with the sword of righteousness and your spiritual armor from any incoming evil or wickedness that wants to intercept your path to the Most High, i.e. El Elyon, Atum-Re, Atum-Re, Amun-Re. You are done, no? METASCIENCE. So the next prayer we are going to do comes from Matthew 6, verse 9 to 13, which is called the Lord's Prayer, which is coming from the New Testament of the Bible. Now, for all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses that want to participate with this prayer, please turn to Matthew 6, verse 9 to 13 in the New Testament. And the high priest Amun will give you a couple of moments to turn to the right page, Matthew 6, verse 9 to 13. You're done now. METASCIENCE. Welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show. This is the High Priest, Grand Hierophant of METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun L. You're done, no? METASCIENCE? Well done, Queen Sister Ivy, for helping out on the YouTube live in terms of Matthew 6, verse 9 to 13. Now, if you want to see the High Priest Amun L in 4K vision, i.e. in the 3D physical virtual level in the omegafmradio.co.uk studio, all you have to do is go onto YouTube Live or YouTube, type in the YouTube search engine Amun L, which is spelled Amun as in A for Africa, M for magnificent, U for upliftment, M for Nubian, space L, which is spelled E for El Elyon and L for love. And then you click search, and you will see in the search results the High Priest Amun L's YouTube profile or YouTube channel. To identify the High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel, you will see the High Priest Amun L in his khaki suit with his beret pointing at you. And all you have to do is click subscribe and click the bell icon so that you can be updated whenever the High Priest Amun L is going live on YouTube or is releasing new content. Again, the High Priest Amun L wants to disclose that there's a new project coming out, and it should be out next week, Friday, or not next week, Friday, by the 25th, latest 27th of February. And there'll be also a movie to accompany it. But the first content that is going to come out should be the trailer to the new project. You're done, no? METASCIENCE! So the High Priest Amun L hopes all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses are ready to do the third prayer, which is Matthew 6, 9 to 13, i.e. the Lord's Prayer. So let's begin. After this manner, therefore pray ye, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as it is earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from the evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. 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 METASCIENCE! So the High Priest Amun L hopes you felt that prayer in your heart, in your spirit, in your soul, in your bones, coming from your radio speakers, and also those that participated with the High Priest Amun L and did it in harmony and in unison. Again, you're feeling your higher self take control, i.e. the Holy Spirit or the omnipotent force, and again, you're being protected by the angels, by the ancestors, by the Holy Spirit or the Most High from the evil and wickedness that exists in the planet and in the cosmos. Now, the last prayer we are going to do, coming from the Quran, which is Surah 112. My Muslim brothers and sisters and my kings and queens and gods and goddesses, this prayer is a recitation of Surah 112, i.e. Al-Ikhlas, or the sincerity. And the High Priest Amun L will give all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses a couple of moments for our brothers and sisters who are Muslim, who want to recite this prayer or recite the 112, Surah 112. You are done now. Give thanks and praises to all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses. Let's go. And welcome back to the Metascience Ministries Reason and Fellowship Show. This is the High Priest, Grand Hierophant of Metascience Ministries. Amun. You're done, no? Metascience! So, the last prayer we are going to do is coming from the Quran, which is Surah 112, i.e., al-ikhlas, or the sincerity. The sincerity, and the High Priest Amun is ready to do this prayer. Let's go. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. Kul huwa Allahu ahad. Allah as-samad. Lam yalid walam yuwalad. Walam yakun kufuwu ahad. Now, this was in the Arabia. Okay? We're now going to do the translation and what it means. In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Say, O Prophet, He is Allah, one and indivisible. Allah, for sustainer needed by all. He has never had offspring, nor he was born, and there's none comparable to him. Metascience! Now, our prayers are done. The High Priest Amun hopes you felt the prayer in your soul, in your spirit, in your heart, in your bones, coming from your radio speakers. Metascience! Now, today, the main event on the Metascience Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. Also, in 4K vision via YouTube Live on the High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel, Amun L, we are going to be talking about LENT on this Ash Wednesday special of the Metascience Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship show. You're done, no? Metascience! Now, let's start from the beginning, okay? Let's keep it 100. Yesterday, the High Priest Amun L, or not even yesterday, a couple of weeks ago, the High Priest Amun L was in fellowship with all his Metascience disciples and Metascience soldiers. And he was reasoning with all the Metascience disciples, all individually, saying that this year we are going to do Lent. We are going to do 40-day fast. You follow? 40-day fast. Meaning it's a dry fast or a liquid fast, depending on your ability. That is the intermediate and expert level. You follow, or the advanced level in terms of Metascience. So the High Priest Amun L told his Metascience disciples to do the 40-day fast, i.e., liquid or dry fast. Liquid fast meaning that you can only drink liquid in the day, or dry fast meaning you have nothing. Yeah. And when it comes to the fasting starts today from sunrise and will end tonight at sunset, which the sunset time in London is 17:20 or 5:20. Okay, so right now we've got just under 3 hours and 40 minutes. The High Priest Amun El believes 3 hours and 40 minutes before sunset. Okay. Now, when it comes to the fasting, you have to understand. Yeah, fasting is a serious thing. Fasting is that spiritual discipline, that spiritual training. You know, like what we say before, we go to the gym to do physical exercise so we can be physically fit. Well, fasting is spiritual exercise for your soul, your spirit to be spiritually fit. You follow. And what it consists of is, first of all, we start off with the intermediate level, the liquid fast. So you cannot drink you can only drink fluid, i.e. smoothies, water, tea, etc., that kind of stuff. No solid food. No solid food. Also, when it comes with the fasting, the intermediate level, you have to have no bad thoughts, i.e., no disagreeableness in the daytime, meaning no sexual thoughts, no violent thoughts, no rude thoughts. You follow. That's the discipline. You have to introspect your thoughts, which means you have to pay attention to your thoughts. So, for example, the High Priest Amun El is on the fasting today, the dry fast, which we'll get into in a minute. But in terms of his main mission today, he has gone to work, and usually when he's en route to work, you will see different kind of people en route or while on the workplace doing his thing. And when he see maybe, let's say, a lady, maybe a nice lady, like voluptuous woman or whatever, the High Priest Amun El will be having a disagreeable thought. But now, because the High Priest Amun El is fasting for 40 days, he cannot have any disagreeable thought in the daytime, or any sexual thought in the daytime, any violent thought in the daytime. Yeah, any disagreement with anybody. He has to keep it righteous and kosher, or halal, you can say. You follow. Now the High Priest Amun El has to give a shout out to Queen Diana for her strong, divine, feminine, goddess energy, and also tuning in to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship show right now on her break. Give thanks to you, Queen. You're done, no? METASCIENCE. Also, the High Priest Amun El has to give thanks and praises to Queen, the Goddess, the Empress, Lady M, for her strong, divine, feminine goddess energy, and also giving the High Priest Amun El the opportunity to be on the radio today to convey the message of METASCIENCE, and also supporting the High Priest Amun El. You're done, no? METASCIENCE. Also, the High Priest Amun El has to give thanks and praises to Queen Sister Ivy for her strong, divine, feminine goddess energy, and also supporting the High Priest Amun El, and also participating in the fast today, which shows her discipline and her piety to the Most High. You're done, no? Give thanks to you, Queen. Also, the High Priest Amun El has to give thanks and praises to Queen Danai for her strong, divine, feminine goddess energy, and also supporting the High Priest Amun El, and also participating also with this 40-day fast, and showing her piety, her strength, her spiritual strength, and also supporting the High Priest Amun El, and also being dedicated to the Most High, El Elyon, or Atum Re, Amun Re. You're done, no? Give thanks to you, Queen. Also, the High Priest Amun El has to give thanks and praises to Queen Khalia for her strong, divine, feminine goddess energy, and also supporting the High Priest Amun El, and also supporting the Omega FM Radio.co.uk alongside with Brother Man. You're done, no? Give thanks to you, Queen. Also, the High Priest Amun El has to give thanks and praises to Queen Jenny for her strong, divine, feminine goddess energy, and also supporting the High Priest Amun El on the project, in person, METASCIENCE, and also being a loyal, disciplined METASCIENCE disciple. You're done, no? METASCIENCE! Give thanks to you, Queen. Also, the High Priest Amun El has to give thanks and praises to Queen Margaret for a strong, divine, feminine goddess energy, and also supporting the High Priest Amun El, and also being dedicated to God or to the Lord, and also having that divine feminine energy and supporting the High Priest Amun El in the terms of the new project that's coming out next week. You're done. No, give thanks to you, Queen. Also, the High Priest Amun El has to give thanks and praises to the Honorable Scratch Professor for his strong, divine, godly, masculine energy, supporting the High Priest Amun El, and also being a part of the new project coming out next week with his retwist. You're done. No, give thanks to you, King. Also, the High Priest Amun El has to give thanks and praises to DJ Blake for his strong, divine, masculine, godly energy, supporting the High Priest Amun El, supporting Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. You're done, no? Give thanks to you, King. Also, the High Priest Amun El has to give thanks and praises to Uncle OG, aka Papa OG, for his strong, divine, masculine, godly energy and supporting the High Priest Amun El and making sure that Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, is live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days in a year. You're done, no? Give thanks to you, King. Also, the High Priest Amun El has to give thanks and praises to King Brotherman for his strong, divine, masculine, and godly energy, and also supporting the High Priest Amun El, and also being on the radio, Omega FM Radio, tomorrow from 6 till 9. You're done, no? Give thanks to you, King. Also, the High Priest Amun El has to give thanks and praises to the Honorable Swagger Joe for his strong, divine, masculine energy, and also supporting the High Priest Amun El, and also holding it down on the radio from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. on Saturday mornings, so that we can listen on the Saturday morning, early morning, and receive your divine, godly, masculine energy. You're done, no? METASCIENCE! Give thanks to you, King. Also, the High Priest Amun El has to give thanks and praises to all of the Omega FM crew and the Omega FM family for again supporting all the kings and queens and gods and goddesses on Omega FM Radio.co.uk, on the whole planet and in the cosmos, and making sure that we're healing the people and giving them what they need for them to grow. You're done, no? METASCIENCE! Also, lastly, the High Priest Amun El has to give thanks and praises to all you kings and queens and gods and goddesses, especially those that are listening to the High Priest Amun El on the Metascience Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also in 4K Vision on YouTube Live. Remember, without you, the High Priest Amun El will have no purpose in life and will not be able to fulfill his destiny. And also, when times are getting rough, don't be scared or don't think that you're not going to make it. Everybody has a place in heaven or in God's kingdom, and also God will always forgive you because God is merciful. Or Amun Re, El Elyon, Allah Subhanahu Ta'ala is merciful. Yeah. And is always watching and always wants you to fulfill your purpose and your destiny, and loves you a way that we can't even comprehend. And also the High Priest Amun El loves you unconditionally. You're done, no? METASCIENCE! So yes, now back to our topic. We're talking about Lent on this Ash Wednesday special. Okay? Now we were talking about the fasting. We've got the dry fast and the liquid fast. The liquid fast is you're able to drink liquid during the daytime, but no solid foods in the daytime, and we break our fast at sunset, and we start our fast at sunrise. In terms of what the high priest Amun was speaking, in terms of the mental fast and the spiritual fast, you have to have no bad thoughts, no sexual desire, and also no arguments with anybody. Now, in terms of the dry fast is the advanced level, the expert level. And the high priest Amun is doing the dry fast alongside his METASCIENCE disciples for 40 days, not 40 nights. Yeah, maybe next year we'll do the 40 nights. But for 40 days, we are doing the dry fast. And the high priest Amun is doing the dry fast right now. And you can imagine the high priest Amun is tired, his throat is dry, he has no energy, and he's just living, or he's just using his own chi or life force or the Holy Spirit or the omnipotent force to be able to function right now. He has not had no breakfast. He didn't have no dinner last night. He had a few pancakes though. But yeah, the high priest Amun is just living off his own life force or the Holy Spirit or omnipotent force that is incubated in everybody or everything that exists. You follow, and just channeling that energy. METASCIENCE. So, in terms of now, let's talk about what the high priest Amun witnessed yesterday. So you can imagine the high priest Amun's beloved mummy is doing the Ash Wednesday fast. You know, because it's not compulsory, but it is compulsory in terms for Catholics and Christians to do a fast on the Ash Wednesday, meaning that you do the dry fast on the Ash Wednesday, okay? Just to start the fasting. And also the high priest Amun wants all you kings and queens to participate in this Lent period, because this time very powerful, because we're going through the transition from winter to spring, or the rebirth of oneself. You follow. For example, the butterfly. The high priest Amun loves using this analogy. The butterfly was once a caterpillar. You remember that story in school, the caterpillar story, where the caterpillar had to go in the cocoon for a period of time, and then once the cocoon was ready to hatch, you saw a butterfly come out of the cocoon. The caterpillar transformed from a caterpillar to a butterfly. That's the same like us. We are going to transform in the 40 days. We are going to transform from the caterpillar into the butterfly, i.e., we're going to get rid of our lowest ego self and transform into our higher ego self. Well, not our higher ego self, but our higher self. You follow? No ego. Ego going to be dissolved, buried, and it's going to die. And we're just going to become immortal and be emitting our light, or becoming the light, a light being, or the Elohim, or one of the angels walking on the planet. Now, let's talk about this story yesterday. So the high priest of beloved mummy saying that she's going to do the Ash Wednesday fast, but not no ordinary fast. She said she's going to do from sunrise all the way to 12 midnight, basically the whole day, 24 hours, or 24 hours you can say. Yeah, she's going to do a fast for 24 hours. And the high priest of okay, someone's calling, and I think it's the Scotch Professor. Greetings, King, you're live.
Yes, I do.
Yes, King.
Yeah, just to up on the point that you said, and basically metamorphosis. I've been saying that for years, you know. So you know what? That's how I know we're aligned, you know. It's not just it's two spirits that been.
Well, you're saying there's two spirits that are just vibrating on the same frequency, yeah?
Yeah, just to say that.
Okay, I hear that, King. You're saying the metamorphosis, yeah? All right. Scratch Professor just come off the phone abruptly, but I don't think he meant to do that. I think it's more of the connection. But what we're saying, like what you were saying, the metamorphosis, that we are transforming. We are coming from great to better, or from great to the best of ourselves. Now, hold on. When it comes to the transition, anyway, the Ash Wednesday. So you can imagine the high priest of Monel's beloved mummy is saying, "Oh, she want to do the 24-hour fast for Ash Wednesday today." And the high priest of Monel was like, "Look, beloved, yeah, the fast is only sunrise to sunset. It's not no 24-hour thing." You can imagine. And the high priest of Monel's beloved mummy is like, "Listen, yeah, I know it's 24 hours. Yeah, this is according to the Catholic faith." And the high priest of Monel was like, "Listen, yeah, let me go and do the research, because the high priest of Monel likes to do the research and find out things." So the high priest of Monel went on the internet, on the Google, typed in on Google, the rules to the Ash Wednesday fast. And you can imagine, the high priest of Monel, unfortunately, couldn't get no results. The high priest of Monel could not get no results. So he was a bit upset because it looked like Mummy is winning in terms of her belief. However, the high priest of Monel thought, you know what? Let me call the church. Let me call the church that baptized the high priest of Monel and did the first Holy Communion, but the high priest of Monel did no confirmation. You follow? METASCIENCE. Didn't finish it with the confirmation. So anyway, the high priest of Monel calls his church, or the church that he was baptized in, to speak to one of the priests. You follow? As soon as the high priest of Monel spoke to one of the priests, he's like, "Good evening, Father. How are you?" And the priest must have said, "Yes, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine." So the high priest of Monel was like, "Father, I've got a quick question for you. Yeah, what are the rules to Ash Wednesday?" And you can imagine, this is what the priest had to say. The priest was like, "The rules are all broken, my son. That due to this corona, we don't know what's going on, and that everything is not what it seems. That you can just do whatever you want." And then in the tone of the priest, the high priest of Monel was like, he sounds a bit like he lost his faith. That he has no confidence in Yahshua Yamashiach, or Jesus Christ, or Yeshua. You follow? Because this is the most important time in terms of Christianity, this Lent period. And we're going to get into it after the news. We're going to go deep and study what Lent really means in the New Testament, and why we should be doing the Lent. So anyway, so the high priest of Monel, okay, someone's calling, you're going live. Greetings, you're live.
Okay, that is quite an insightful story, but it shouldn't surprise you, okay? And it's also not a rarity, it's quite a common thing.
Go on, King.
Yeah. A lot of people, a lot of so-called guidance of religious organizations, not a lot of them know the actual rules of those institutions themselves.
No, I hear that, King.
It shouldn't surprise you at all, I'm sure if you pick, like randomly, just pick 10 or 20 religious institutions, you're going to find there's a high proportion of them simple basic questions that you ask them about the faith or the religion or certain group. They're not able to answer you. But they don't know themselves. No. That's it's a very interesting story still,
Yeah. I still haven't even finished the story, you can imagine.
Well, all right, I'm listening anyway.
All right, King. Thank you so much. Peace. Love. Yeah, so you can imagine. Thank you, King Ade. So you can imagine. So before the news, let's finish the story. So the high priest, someone else speaking to the priest, he's saying, that the rules are all broken, that like is whatever, basically is whatever, that he doesn't care, that it's an invitation. Yeah, if you want to do Lent, if you want to do the Ash Wednesday, feel free to do it. It's an invitation, but do it however you want to do it. There's no set rule you follow. Meaning that there's no guidelines, there's no guidance from the priest. This is someone that's supposed to be guiding the people in these end of days or time of revelations to the kingdom of God. Luke 17, verse 19. Anyway, so the high priest, someone else asked the priest, are you going to do the Ash Wednesday? Are you going to do the 40-day fast? And he's like, he don't know. He doesn't know what he's going to do. You can imagine, no guidance. And he's saying it's an invitation that feel free to do it if you want to do it. You're done, no?
Media Radio, 104.1 FM, news and views around your community.
And there you have it. So now we're on the news. It's 2 o'clock now.
Coronavirus tests are going to be sent to homes and lockdown is set to be under consideration by the Prime Minister. As many as 400,000 could be carried out. Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab says lateral flow kits will help us come down on COVID like a ton of bricks.
We learned previously places like Liverpool and other areas in the north, the value, particularly when you've got a spike of testing done at scale and pace, particularly with the new lateral flow testing.
There's a warning the NHS could be fully stretched for at least another 6 weeks, despite coronavirus admissions falling. The head of NHS providers, which represents health trusts in England, has urged the Prime Minister to be cautious with easing lockdown. England Children's Commissioner says vulnerable young people must be centre stage of government plans to build back better after the pandemic. In her final speech after 6 years and slightly last month from 0.6% to 0.7%, the Office for National Statistics said it came off the back of higher prices for food and household items. In football, Jurgen Klopp says Liverpool proved their doubters wrong by winning their first leg of the Champions League last 16 tie. They beat RB Leipzig 2-0. Klopp says he understands why he saw them as the underdogs.
Liverpool, in the situation we are, we play Leipzig, the chances that we win the game dropped pretty much minute by minute in the perception, and that's completely fine. I would probably have said the same if I'm not that close to the team, but the boys reacted in a really good way, and I'm really happy about that.
And Vernon Kay is going to be hosting a new talent show on ITV, Game of Talents. We'll see contestants try to uncover the secret skills of the...
Amiga, you're the thinking people station.
Omega does not support or condone any conspiracy theories regarding any aspect of COVID. The Omega management team discourages all such views on station. Any comments made by the presenters, DJs, guests, audio presentations, or callers represents the personal views of the speakers and in no way mirror or reflect or are endorsed by the Omega management team.
Happy. Hashtag happy. Happy. We care family, them happy. You understand? Your family insurance, your life insurance, your premium insurance, you understand? Make sure you get in touch with Tash. This is We Care Family, the big business, you understand? Yo, hashtag happy. All from the ice, all from the snappy. It's a lot of money, dog. Hashtag happy. We Care Family with hashtag happy. Get your life insurance. Make you happy, your family insurance, make you happy, your business insurance, make you well happy. Make Tash and make your hashtag happy like yo. Simply call Tash on 0737 815 2808. Yeah, that's We Care Family, the big insurance company. Make sure you get there, cover yourself, cover your family, cover your business. Get insurance is vital. You understand? I make your hashtag happy.
Greetings all. Welcome to Diana's Little Geniuses School. My name is Diana and I am a qualified teacher. Does your child need boosting their educational development? Are you seeking an enthusiastic and dedicated homeschooling tutor? Does your child need one-to-one tuition? Would would you like your child to be verbally confident? Is your child between 5
So
to
yeah,
11
we're gonna
years?
get back into it
Now is the time
after.
to contact Diana's Little
We're
Genius
gonna start
on
reading
07541
Matthew
341
4,
Email me on dianadaya@gmail.com.
Matthew
Developing
4,
your child's mind and soul is the key to their future success. Don't hesitate. Call now.
1 to 11.
Chris will cook it, a Caribbean experience you'll never forget. He's warm, courteous, and provides a service at high standards. Chris will cook it, Caribbean catering provides for weddings, christenings, funerals, hen-nights, and statues. We also do small parties. We provide a home romantic meal for two with a restaurant feeling in your own home. Contact Crystal Cricket on 07415 432 486. That's 07415 432 486. Let's make it a day. Don't wait.
Levels HQ Unisex Salon is one of the best in Northwest London, providing excellent service for all hair types and all ages. Our services include haircuts, hair treatments, patterns and unique designs. For our ladies, we also have the elite hair by rookies to slay your hair, whether natural or weaves. From hair treatments, braids, sew-ins, wig installs, hand-crafted wigs, ponytails and weaves. You can also purchase high-quality hair bundles, frontals, closures and wigs. For more information or to make a booking, you can call 0208 963 1937 or 07500 433 708 or follow us on Instagram at Levels HQ Unisex. You can also pop in to see us at 40 Park Parade, Carlton, NW10 or JE. Levels HQ.
They tell me that 10% of road accidents are caused by drunken drivers. So why don't the other 90 of you get off the road and let me drive in peace?
You can laugh about it, but as a driver, it's not just your life that's at stake. Don't drink and drive.
Hey, I'm trying to get through to you. You know how annoying it is to phone your telephone love, friends, or business associates, and your mobile is giving problems? You know how long it takes major network companies to repair your mobile? Well, don't worry, there's a way to get through. Repair all major brands, software updates, battery testing, RF testing, refurbishment, technical support, 15 to 45-minute repairs in most cases. Nokia and Samsung Care Repair, located at 8 Glendale Road, Hilden, London, NW6 7EP, 1 block away from McDonald's. Telephone number 0207 625 6884.
Blue Mountain Peak caters for all your festival holiday needs. We have all your favorite Afro-Caribbean products. We also carry pure flow seasoning, ackee, callaloo, mackerel, smoked ham, rice, fresh Afro-Caribbean bread, valentine, and much more. All on special offer. Blue Mountain is in the heart of houses. 2-8 Craven Park Road, houses. NW10 4AD. Telephone 0208 965 3859. Our website is www.bluemountainpeak.com. Blue Mountain Peak. Helping you to plan, prepare, and protect your family. Providing you with a range of services, including life insurance, enabling you to leave money for your loved ones and children. Income protection, that provides you with a monthly income should you feel sick or have an injury. Critical illness cover, providing you with a lump sum of cash should you suffer from a heart attack, stroke, or cancer. We also provide a range of services, including mortgages, pensions, and business solutions, helping you to protect your finances, your home, and your lifestyle. Contact your local representative, Natasha, from 07378 152 808 or email info@wecarefamilyservices.com. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook at We Care Family Services and learn how you can protect your family from as little as £4 per month. We Care Family Services, plans
Master Jerk, we have curry mutton, oxtail, brown stew fish, roti fillings, breakfast menu, porridge, cornmeal, banana, fried dumplings, drinks, homemade Irish moss, sorrel, pineapple punch, soups, red pea soup, mutton soup, cheese. Opening hours 10 a.m. till 11 p.m. Minimum order £15. Local delivery. Address 150 Church Road, Wilston, NW10 9NH, opposite Church Road Market. Telephone 0203 632 2572. We are friendly and we cook with love. Master Jerk Chicken. We are the masters.
20 years ago, I helped create a gang called the Crips.
All right, we're
Today,
getting
I'm
ready.
speaking to you from Death
Getting
Row.
ready. But we're gonna play a tune
I never
for
imagined that the Crip
the
gang
Honorable
would
Scratch Professor, so you
spread
can
throughout
get
California,
happy.
throughout the nation, throughout the world.
The tune is
And I
called
think it
Omar.
will the
Doobie
legacy that
doobie
it
doo.
left, because it left a legacy of genocide, black on black genocide. And I apologize for my part in it. But I am deeply encouraged to see you here today. That lets me know that I'm not alone in deeply regretting this legacy and seeing it for what it is. And no one can have a better influence on gang violence or gang culture than gang members themselves, and therefore best positioned to reverse this course of violence. But we must do work. We must get out there and we must forge peace. We must stop exterminating one another. We must stop all of this madness, because at the end of the day, we have only ourselves to blame. We must have a do or die attitude, as we were as street warriors, to rebuild our culture and to create a new lasting legacy, a legacy of peace.
Over yonder, I hear calling. Someone speaking to my soul. Even since that I've been journeying. Without your love, I can't be so glad I go for you. 'Cause I love and I adore you. Expect to hear that with me in the right day. Yeah. Back up and sit in the sun. Stack up and get with your wonder. Add up and twist and run. Time is your pride and get the job done. But you're acting wildly. Looking up at you so silent. Looking up at you so spicy. Quick and feisty, smiling nicely. It's a song that I go for you. 'Cause I love and I adore you. Expect to hear that with me in the right day. Yeah. Na na Don't stop, baby. Don't stop, baby. Don't stop, baby. Don't stop, baby. I know I set the game up. Set the game. I know I set the game up. Set the game. I know I set the game up. Set the game.
So we're playing Scratch Professor and Omar. Playing a little tune so that you can listen. What? Scratch Professor? Did I just hear Scratch Professor on this track? Huh? What? Welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via omegafmradio.co.uk, i.e. 104.1 FM. You're done, no? METASCIENCE! And also in 4K vision on YouTube Live. If you want to see the High Priest Amun live in the 3D, in the physical, in the virtual, all you have to do is go onto YouTube, type in Amun L in the YouTube search engine, which is spelled Amun as in A for Africa, M for magnificent, U for upliftment, and N for Nubian, space L, which is spelled E for El Elyon and L for love. And you click search, and you will see on the YouTube search results the High Priest Amun L's YouTube profile or YouTube channel. To identify the High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel, you'll see the High Priest Amun L in his khaki suit with his beret on, pointing at you, pointing his fingers at you. All you have to do is click subscribe or the big fat red button which says subscribe, and click the bell icon on the next to it so that you can be updated whenever the High Priest Amun L is going live on YouTube or is releasing new content, i.e. his new project that's coming out next week. You're done, no? METASCIENCE! And also, if you want to see the High Priest Amun L live right now, all you have to do is click on the YouTube channel, Amun L, and then you'll see the first video will say the High Priest Amun L is live via omegafmradio.co.uk, the 17th of the 2nd of 2021, Ash Wednesday special. And then you can see the High Priest Amun L live and direct in omegafmradio.co.uk headquarters. You're done, no? METASCIENCE! So now, you just heard a tune called Doobie Doobie Doo from Omar and Scratch Professor, or the Honorable Scratch Professor, our very own omegafmradio.co.uk Scratch Professor. The High Priest Amun L hopes you enjoyed that tune called Doobie Doobie Doo with Omar and the Honorable Scratch Professor. Now, let's get back to the main event of the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show. Today, we are talking about LENT on this Ash Wednesday special. The High Priest Amun L was just telling you before the break. Give thanks to you, Queen Khalia, for supporting Honorable Scratch Professor's tune with Omar. I hope you can hear me, because you're saying that it sounds blurry, but I'm speaking well into the mic. And you're saying it keeps repeating, Queen Khalia. I hope that maybe it's the laptop, who knows? That's why it's sounding blurry, but I hope it's sounding much better now in terms of the sound, in terms of my voice. So anyway, so we were talking about, before the break, LENT and the High Priest Amun L, what we should be doing on Ash Wednesday, which is today, which is anybody can hear the High Priest Amun L. Please text 0753-996-8143 or call 0753-996-8143 if you can't hear the High Priest Amun L properly, because Queen Khalia is having difficulties hearing the High Priest Amun L. So please let us know, or please let the High Priest Amun L know if you can hear the High Priest Amun L clearly or unclearly. Anyway, so before the break, we were talking about Ash Wednesday, what we should be doing in terms of the 40-day fasting, that the intermediate level of this 40-day fast is to do the liquid fast for 40 days from sunrise to sunset, or you should do if you're advanced level, i.e. you're saying that you're God or goddess in the flesh, you should be doing the 40-day dry fast. And this consists of no drinking, no... Okay, someone's calling. It's the Honorable Scratch Professor. Okay, very good. Going live. Greetings, King, you're live.
Sorry to interrupt, I just wanted to let you know it's echoing like an echo chamber. The sound is doubled up. I don't know why. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know, yeah.
All right, King, yeah.
And yeah, we did get cut off the last time, so yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, did you hear your tune?
No!
Oh, you didn't hear that doobie doobie doo?
Oh, what, the retweet?
Well, I mean, I heard Scratch Professor in the mix, so I think...
Oh yeah, that's at the end. Yo, play the retwist for me if you can.
What is the... But I said there's a doobie doo retwist, yeah?
Yeah, it's on the Omar Loving Beats Deluxe Edition, 20 tracks. I think it's the 20th track.
Okay. I'm gonna do the
retwist. This actual playing, I didn't hear that, you know.
Yeah,
man.
All right.
Bless you, yeah.
There's peace. All right, so we're gonna play that tune, yeah, for the Honorable Scratch Professor right now. His retwist, so we can see what's coming next week for the High Priest Amun L's project. So let's hear the retwist of this tune. We are done, METASCIENCE.
Scratch Professor, he's got to produce something very special.
Scratch Professor, he's got to produce something very special here to begin.
I'll go for a ride. You will? I wanted to tell you this in person.
I gotta tell you something that's I probably should be telling you this. I'm not being used to this. I don't know. When I'm with you, it's like I feel like I can be real. I feel like I can tell you anything. Introducing the one I want.
Over yonder, I keep calling. Someone speaking to my soul. They can sense that I've been done. Without your love, I can't be whole. Something that I go for. 'Cause I love and I adore you. Expect to hear that busy in the body. Yeah. Step up and get the one. Right up and twist that butt. Time as you finally get the job done. But you're acting wildly. You can never get so silent.
I said they ain't gonna... All right. Let me call this management. Yeah, cool.
Expect to hear that 50 in the body. Yeah. Na na na.
Yeah, the people were saying that the radio is coming up. And the
Don't stop.
To go echo.
Don't stop.
Okay. Now, welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show. This is the High Priest, Grand Hierophant of METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun. You're done, no? METASCIENCE? So it's echoing right now. Yeah, the High Priest Amun has called Uncle OG to sort out the technical sound technicalities. Now, this is the reason why the High Priest Amun is telling you, kings and queens and gods and goddesses, that you should be tuning in or live streaming on the YouTube. You follow, because the YouTube is working perfectly. Now, if you want to hear the High Priest Amun loud and clear with clarity, all you have to do is go onto the YouTube, type in the YouTube search engine Amun, which is spelled Amun as in A for Africa, M for magnificent, U for upliftment, and N for Nubian, space L, which is spelled E for El Elyon and L for love. You follow. Then you click search. Then you'll see the High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel. To identify the High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel, you will see the High Priest Amun L in his khaki suit with his beret on. All you have to do is click the big red button saying subscribe, and also click the bell icon, and then you'll be subscribed to the YouTube channel and also get notification when the High Priest Amun L is going live or dropping new content. Now, we've got an update from the Honorable Scratch Professor saying that the sound sounds better. We give thanks and praises to Uncle OG for sorting that out real swiftly. You're done, no? METASCIENCE? So we're going to take a brief break now and play Doobie Doo, the Scratch Professor retwist. You're done, no? METASCIENCE? So we can all appreciate love the Scratch Professor's production with Omar.
To produce something very special here to begin.
Go for a ride. Yeah.
You will?
I want to just try to this in person.
I gotta tell you something that's gonna, I probably shouldn't be telling you this. I'm not even used to this. No, it's when I'm with you, it's like I feel like I can be real. You know, I feel like I can tell you anything. Introducing the class as
someone speaking to my soul. They can sense that I've been done. Without the love, I can't be whole. So that I grow. That I love and I adore. Expect to hear that this somebody. Back up and sit in the sun. Step up and get to your one. Madam consistent one. Life is divine and get the job done. But you're acting wildly. Looking up at it so silent. Cooking up at it so spicy. Bring up spicy, smiling nice. It's a song that I know you. Expect to hear that.
Yes, yes, Scratch Professor Scratch Professor, some serious production you done, no?
Don't stop, 'cause don't stop, 'cause
Baby. Wow, man's hair is looking rough, you know.
Set the game, I know I set the game. Set the game, I know I set the game. Set the game, I know I set the game.
Appreciate the music of the Scratch Professor.
Oh, it's you. Proper decorum is required in these sessions. But the more sophisticated music, Professor pulled an all-nighter.
Well, I enjoy his music. Extraordinary. I learn stuff every day.
Don't stop, it's the song that I wrote. Don't stop, 'cause I love and I adore. Don't stop, expect to hear that city in the body.
Professor, off the scratch. Give thanks.
Oh my.
Oh, we must give thanks, I tell you. There's nothing like a little. This is a sign from the universe that you're meant to be together. Feel the rhythm of the drums.
I wish I could be successful like Christ, Professor. I wish I could somehow just switch lives with him. Just to know what it's like.
Whoa. Is that a SpongeBob sample?
What's so funny?
Plankton and that.
Professors in performance all the while.
This is what I discovered. Well, this is into the finish, right on top. And a brilliant effort from the top into the finish.
Welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show. This is the High Priest, Grand Hyphen of METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun L. You done, no? METASCIENCE. And that was the sounds of Omar and the Honorable Scratch Professor, our very own on OmegaFMRadio.co.uk. Doobie. The Scratch Professor retwist. METASCIENCE. Now, Queen Khalia said, for tune, nice and clear, loving for that rhythm. Well done. Scratch Professor, proper music, old school, real cutting DJing, and just your own energy and style and frequency and vibration. So anyway, now, as we were continuing on the METASCIENCE Ministry Reasoning and Fellowship Show, I pray someone else still waiting for the Queen, the Goddess, the Empress, Lady M to come true and take over. But we still keep going because everything is everything. You follow. Anyway, so the High Priest someone else was talking before the break, but we're going to talk about Lent today, and we still haven't even got to the actual most crucial part. We're still talking about what happened yesterday on the phone. So basically, what happened yesterday? The High Priest someone else, beloved mommy, wanted to do the Ash Wednesday fast today, which is today, okay? And she said that the Ash Wednesday fast is from sunrise till midnight, or it's 24 hours. Yeah, for a better word, 24 hours. High Priest someone else like, what? 24 hours? I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can handle that. But I don't think that's right. That's wrong. So anyway, the High Priest someone else said, I'm gonna check the rules, of this Ash Wednesday fast, what it means, on the internet, because the High Priest someone else likes researching. So the High Priest someone else started researching and seeing what are the rules in terms of the Ash Wednesday fast. And the high priest Amun couldn't get a straight answer, which was a bit upsetting. So the high priest Amun must have thought, you know what? Let's call the priest. Let's call the priest. The priest that baptized the high priest Amun, the priest that done the first Holy Communion with the high priest Amun, but the priest that did not do the confirmation for the Roman Catholic faith. Okay? So the high priest Amun now calls the priest, yeah, on his line. He gets through to the priest of the church, and the high priest Amun greets the priest with, "Hello, Father, how are you? How are you doing?" The priest said he's fine, he's well, etc., etc. All that small talk. Cut to the small talk. The high priest Amun now asked the priest, "Father, what are the rules to the Ash Wednesday?" And the priest says, "Well, all the rules have been broken due to COVID-19. And then the high priest Amun was like a bit concerned in the way he was saying it, because he was saying it like he had no faith in Yeshua Yamashiach, or Jesus Christ. Even the high priest Amun had to ask him, "Do you have faith in Yeshua Yamashiach, or Jesus Christ, or Yeshua? You know, because you are the priest. You follow and you teach the Roman Catholic faith, or the Christianity in your own form." And he said that basically that everybody can do the Lent or the fasting if they want to, that is not compulsory, that is an invitation, that is how you want to do it, it's your own rules and your own settings. So the high priest Amun didn't really get a clear answer. And he asked the priest, "Father, are you going to do the fasting?" And he was like, he's not going to answer that question. You can imagine the priest saying that he's not going to answer the question. The priest is supposed to be guiding the congregation. You follow, especially in these times, end of days, times of revelation. So the high priest Amun come off the phone and understood that it's an invitation to do this fasting, this Lent. That the priest doesn't even have faith in his own religion anymore. Can you imagine that? The priest that is supposed to be teaching the congregation, the priest that baptized and done the first Holy Communion for the high priest Amun is not even encouraging his congregation to do the fasting or the Lent. Not even saying at least give up one thing for Lent, you know. Give up chocolate, give up sweets, give up smoking, give up drink. You follow? Because that's what it's all about. That's the beginner level in terms of Lent. With Lent, like what we said, there's 3 levels to it. You got the beginner, the intermediate, and the advanced. The beginner level is to give up something, at least one thing for Lent. Yeah, like what we said. You've got the what do you call it? Sorry. You've got to give up the drink, smoking, sex, anything disagreeable, anything that you like. Yeah, you have to give it up on the beginner level. The intermediate level is the liquid fast. You do 40 days liquid fast, sunrise to sunset. And also you give up something that you believe is, you know, addictive, or, you know, that you like. You have to give it up. Like the smoking, like the drink, like the sex. And then the advanced level now is the dry fast, 40 days. You're doing dry fast. No eating, no drinking, no smoking, no bad thoughts, none of that. No disagreeableness from sunrise to sunset. plus you're giving up something in that 40 days. So, for example, the high priest Amun is giving up the drink, the smoking, what else? The sex, and I think that's it. Because the high priest Amun is giving up mostly everything apart from those three things. You know, the drinking, the smoking, and the sex. No sex, no drink, no smoke for 40 days to prove to not only himself and to others, but the Most High, that he has the piety, the discipline, and the motivation to become like Yeshua Mashiach or Yeshua or Jesus Christ. Because remember, the priest already told us, the Roman Catholic priest, that it's an invitation that anybody can do this Lent. And there's different levels. If you believe that you are God in the flesh, then you need to be doing that advanced fasting, 40 days fast, and giving up whatever is like a vice or is a comfort, i.e., the smoking, the drinking, the sex, the junk food, anything, the red meat, chicken, something like that. You have to give it up just to prove to yourself that you're not dependent, you're independent from all these worldly things. You follow. But this gave insight to the high priest Amun that phone call that he had with the priest yesterday, saying that he basically lost faith in his religion, and that due to this due to this situation we're in, the lockdown, the pandemic, that he is going through his own demons. You follow. And the maddest thing about it is that we're going to get into some Bible study right now to talk about it. But what the high priest Amun revelation was that these times are very tough. The current situation, the current setting we're at right now is tough. That even the spiritual leaders, the so-called spiritual leaders, are even going through their own demons, their own battles, and having their own depression. You follow, which is quite concerning. And that the high priest Amun and also all of Omega FM Radio.co.uk DJs and presenters have been ordained in these times to give you kings and queens and gods and goddesses for spiritual direction, upliftment, healing, and also guidance in these end of days and new beginnings and times of revelations. It's ordained that we are on this radio station conveying that spirituality so that you, kings and queens, can uplift yourself and become a better soul, a better human being. You follow. That this is no joke. High priest someone else, been ordained, especially in these times. Because the other day, we're having problem on the Monday and last week with the high priest someone else. Mostly the gods, or not, mostly the men that listen or tune into Omega FM Radio.co.uk want to criticize and challenge the high priest Amun and ask him the question, why do you talk about Christianity? Why do you talk about Islam? And why do you talk about Judaism, even if those religions are nothing to do with us? Now, hold up. Let's start off. Yeah, we're going to do this briefly because, again, we're doing the Ash Wednesday special. Yeah, just to clarify. The high priest Amun got his clarification yesterday and his revelation that the so-called established churches, the so-called established masjid or mosques or imam have lost faith in their own religion. You follow? Are not mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally fit enough to be conveying their Quran, conveying their New Testament or their Bible, and also conveying the Tanakh. Now, the high priest Amun fortunately, is mentally fit, spiritually fit, physically fit, and emotionally fit to be conveying gospel or conveying spirituality or religion to those kings and queens and gods and goddesses that need it, especially in these times, so that they can be uplifted and their soul can be uplifted as well. Now, the high priest Amun conveys the Quran or Islam, Christianity, and Judaism because many of our kings and queens and gods and goddesses are still indoctrinated in those Abrahamic religions. You follow? And the high priest Amun cannot come with ancient African spirituality or spirituality in itself because that is like doing a quantum leap. For example, religion is primary school. Or you know what? Religion is nursery in this context. Religion is nursery. Then after religion, you've got the actual mysticism of the religion, i.e., you got, which is the primary school. Yeah? The primary school, the mysticism of the religion. For example, you've got, what is it? Islam. The spiritual or the mystical essence of Islam is the Sufi way. Yeah? Which talk about the second stage of Islam, which is the Iman. And then you got the first stage, which is the Ishram. You follow. And some people of Islam cannot comprehend the African spirituality. So the high priest Amun has to break it down in terms of Islam, how to connect with your higher self or your ruh, or to remove the nafs, i.e. the disagreeableness in your spirit. Then we got Christianity, which is the New Testament. And the queen, the goddess, the empress, Lady M has entered the building. Yeah, all praises to the Most High. Alhamdulillah. Ja. Anyway, so Christianity, we got the New Testament. Yeah, and the mystical essence of the Christianity is coming from the Essenes and of the order of Melchizedek, Hebrews 6, Hebrews 7, which the high priest Amun teaches. You follow, so that people can overstand the Christianity on the next level and apply it to themselves. Then finally, we've got the Judaism, which is, again, the Old Testament or the Tanakh or the Torah. And the mystical element of that is for Kabbalah or the Zohar, which the high priest Amun teaches as well, which is, again, primary school level. Okay? Now, the next level is secondary school level, which is now dealing with ancient Kemet, ancient Sumeria, and spirituality. We have to start off with the foundation. We need to be able to speak or learn all the Abrahamic religions and understand them to the point where we've mastered them. Because we have to understand that we were the first Muslims, we were the first Christians, and we were the first Jews. Yeah, it all comes from us. The pale man came afterwards. You follow. So we are all of the books and some. We are the Christian, Muslim, and Jew and some. So the secondary level, again, is the ancient Sumerian doctrine and ancient Kemet, which is secondary school for those who are ready for that level to understand and understand what the ancestors was talking about, or the extraterrestrials, the angels, or the Anunnaki were talking about. Then the third and final level, which is university, is your own spirituality, i.e., you now unlocking the book of your inner self and reading from your own book, having your own revelations, i.e., the metascience, so that you can be able